with all these crane, I'll call it Crane City, with all the cranes that are going up for hotels and for all this new development, but there's no revenue, or should we say crumbs from the master's table that could trickle down in 2% or 3% that would help support new development for poor folk. This real estate here in the city is booming, and so the greed is preventing our new mayor, who was commissioner over the homeless for a spell before she became my mayor. I've shared with her my concerns, but they would spend so many $1 million on a sidewalk because of a child who mother put a little posting on it saying we need better sidewalks. They jumped right on that. When they talk about better schools, and even a superintendent, they're willing to pay from $160,000 to $380,000 for a new superintendent. All these things are part of that rezoning and all things, but the solution still has to be for the least of thee, because that's the Christian way, and in God we trust. And so the poor, yes, will be with us always, but we need to look at the poor and bring them along with us. The Section 8 is the slumlords. They're borrowing money and fixing up their places. Yeah, I think it was a place called Howard Garden. They advertised everybody's lease was not being renewed. That's going on all over the city too, because they're redoing their properties so where they can get that market value rent. And then you have like the Barnes funds, where they're inviting folks into the city, which is 55,000 area median income. You're talking about gentrification, the haves and the have less, not the have-nots. And so the solution to some of these problems are to be inclusive. You know, they call it integration now, you know, because of the folks who's moving back into town. But it's still a gentrification.
It leaves a large number of individuals who are not as wealthy or
fortunate,
as financially able,
yes,
and even Section 8, which at one time was able to sort of provide funds for individuals to rent out
support that,
these,
yes, sir.
But now
they're not renting to them.
And I would imagine
paper.
Has the money in Section 8 gone up any in terms of
the money is available, but and they're giving out vouchers left and right, but people are saying, I mean, you know, they come to me all the time. Where can I? Do you know where I can find a place to live? I'm saying, I'm sorry, that's a
nobody
problem.
can afford, none of the owners.
Well, they're not renting to Section 8 folks.
Section 8 folks.
They're renting to these folks, and they're being compensated 20% by the Barnes funds with the have less. You know, but what about the have-nots, the $9,000, $18,000 a year incomes? They can't afford this type of rent, you know, and they're being forced out too, by the way.
Pastor Walker, speak to that.
Yeah, you know, when you talk about the poor, and people need to understand, we're not talking about people just broke, don't have any money, you know, and we talk about affordable housing, you know.